We've got a hutch. I've nearly got it loose. I think it's about ready. This hole, I'm not sure I've ever dug one like this before. I'm at the ghost town of Durbin, North Dakota. It was founded in about 1875. Just behind me is where the old train station once stood. I got permission to excavate the grounds in search of artifacts, so I'll take a walk around and see what's going on. Well, here's the site. 140 years ago, this was a very active place. Hard to believe now. There's really not much left of the site, except over here, there's kind of a sunken area. There's some rocks and concrete chunks. We've got a lot of ground to cover, so we'll start gritting it out. The train station stood up there. It was a 2-story structure, said to have been built about 1880. We spent a while gritting, although after about an hour, I saw this sunken area. I pushed a 7.5-foot rod down into it. I hit glass and ash, some lime. It's a good indication there's some artifacts buried here. So we'll get this thing opened up. This pit was a lot bigger than we thought. It is loaded. Got all kinds of pieces exposed. We're only down about 1.5 feet. There's a solid use layer. You can see the color change. This one caught my eye here. It's got some embossing. Dr. Shoup's Family Medicines. Okay, that's a good start. That's some really clean glass. I've dug these before. Cool paneled bottle. Little round prescription style, tool top, circa 1905. All right, a 3-piece mold liquor bottle. Again, that's the 1905 era. We're definitely into something good here. This one, it's got some color. It's like right into the use layer there. This thing's beautiful. It's a WF&S from Milwaukee. But look at that color. This is almost an olive green. I'm not sure I've ever dug one like this before. Looks like there's some maroon ashes down here below the use layer. It's a machine-made liquor bottle. It's 1910 to 1920. It's like some kind of a tumbler or a drinking glass. Looks like it's chipped, broken. Must have been when they threw it down. It's got a sunburst pattern on bottom. It's pressed glass. And a little 3-piece mold chemical bottle. No embossing on it. This could have held hydrogen peroxide or something along those lines. Got a solid use layer here. A lot of broken stuff though. Huh. Could be some kind of toiletry or some kind of extract. It's a really thin neck on that. Wow. We've got a hutch. I've nearly got it loose. I think it's about ready. This hole. Oh, Sheridan, bottler, East Grand Forks, Minnesota. Look at that. That is awesome. It's got a mug base. These are fairly rare. I've dug a couple of them over the years at best. Looks like it could be a Duffy's. Broken. Would have had a paper label on the front there. Looks like a machine-made beer. No embossing. 1910 to 1920 right in there. All right. Okay, yeah, sperm sewing machine oil. I've dug these all across the U.S. It was sperm whales. They'd get the oil from and marketed it. It's a tooled top. It's like a liquor bottle, quart size, I believe. It's like, it says 1 quart on the side of it. You know, wedged in. There's all these broken windows, rotted wood. That's a early machine-made piece. There's no embossing. Would have had a paper label. It was likely mail order liquor. Huh. This is an interesting ink bottle. It's got a tooled top. It's a Sanford's. Usually had the company name stamped on the bottom. Sanford's and Carter's were the main companies, but this is unusual. It's a shorter top than you'd see. Huh. I have no idea what this is. It's lead. It's some kind of a lead weight. You know, it looks fairly corroded. I don't see any stamping on it. If anyone knows what this is, drop a comment. 2 bottles. There's also, it appears to be a mason jar lid. Let's see. Oh, Foley's Pain Relief, Chicago, USA. Foley and Company. Tooled top. I believe this is a sample size, maybe a 1 or 2 ounce. And a mason jar lid. This would have had like a zinc band on it or something, I believe. These sealed canning jars. A little jar of Vaseline at Chesbro, New York. It's a early machine-made piece. There's a ton of these out there. I've dug a bunch over the years. A little extractor toiletry. It's a tooled top. Looks like some kind of prescription bottle here. Oh, looks like a spoon. Actually has a little design on the top there, like a oyster shell or something along those lines. It was likely silver plated. I think it's brass probably. All right, 6 ounce prescription bottle. I believe it's a Southern oval style, no embossing. I think we have a beer bottle. Oh yeah, looks like a bisque porcelain doll head. Some girl must have dropped her doll on the train, threw it down the pit of the depot. Some kind of turn mold beer bottle. It could be an earlier one. There's all kinds of junk in here. What do we have? Oh, it's a enamelware lid. This is likely to some kind of tea kettle of some sort. Looks like a splatter type design. There's all kinds of stuff in here. Another spoon. It's a bigger one. Same type of deal, probably silver-plated brass of some sort. Some kind of turn mold piece, and I don't know if this one's intact or not. What is this thing? Oh, it's a jar. Okay, it's a machine-made food container of some sort, probably. Oh wow, that's an oldie. That's an applied top. A turn mold piece. That's an early beer. I have a beer. Let's see. Damage it. Oh. Yeah, okay, it's a crown top. Maybe by the American Bottle Company. It has a kind of bale top on it. That's kind of interesting. And another spoon. It's interesting, there's so many of these down here. Could have been from the dining car, or maybe they had a restaurant running connection with the depot. Let's see some kind of panel piece. It's broken. But this shaving mug I've been working on. Let's see. Okay, it's broken. Would have had a handle on it. Maker's marks. Nothing. Yeah, it could have been just from a traveler. It could have been from a traveling barber. Looks like a liquor flask. It's a early machine-made Eagle style piece. And another liquor flask. It's no embossing. This one's also an early machine-made. Dr. Shoop's Family Medicines. That's a tool top. It's from Racine, Wisconsin. Got a ketchup in what I believe is an embossed drugstore bottle. So let's clear around these. Some dinnerware. The ketchup bottle concludes there's definitely dining going on. Looks like an early machine-made piece. No glass company marks. Alright, now I gotta be very careful with these. They are super fragile, these embossed ones. Might be another one. Boston Drugstore, Menominee, Wisconsin. So that's definitely a mark of the depot. Folks were traveling down the rails. It's a circa 1905 bottle. Now this next one looks damaged, but I see a slug plate. Could be good. I think it might be a soda. Let's see. Here's the top. Looks like a crown top. Oh my god. Oh no. William Huppler, Wapaton, North Dakota. This is not a bad bottle. It's a quart soda. Would have been a tooled crown top. There are not many of these known. I'm thinking 2 or 3 at best. These quart sodas are tough here in North Dakota. Maybe we'll get all the pieces though. I think we got it actually. Let's see. Yeah, William Huppler. It's got the monogram. Yeah, most of the pieces anyway. There you have it. Looks like some kind of liquor bottle, some kind of whiskey, maybe a Hainer. Some kind of mail order piece anyway. Oh wow. It's got a nice floral pattern on it, some kind of bowl. Peaches on it, I believe. That's definitely embossed. Oh, this thing is wedged in there though. Oh, what do we have? Looks like yeah, Hainer. Dayton, Ohio. This is classic. I find these in all kinds of depot and hotel sites. As mentioned, it was mail order liquor, so they sent it down the rails. The northeast corner, this pit's finishing up on this side. Couple pieces here. Looks like a blob top beer bottle. Okay, that's the Streeter Bottle and Glass Company of Streeter, Illinois. Now, that's an applied top. You know, I'm wondering if this pit was dipped and they just left a few things in the corner. Oh, what's going on here? This one's tooled, I believe. Made by Reed and Company. So these are early, pre-1900, I'd wager. Looks like another blob beer. Now this is right in the corner like the others. It's another applied top. Okay, yeah, CCG Company, I believe. This is super early. I'm now certain this pit had been dipped, cleaned out at least once. Oh, it's a farrier tool for shoeing horses. You have clip the horse's hooves to get the shoe to fit. It's kind of a cold cream container, I believe. A bigger one. Huh. No embossing, it's machine made. It looks like some kind of liquor flask. Yeah, tooled top, Eagle style flask. I'm amazed at how far across this pit goes. Still a solid use layer. There's a... What's going on with this? There's some embossing. GA Shack, I don't even know. Atomic Inhaler? Grand Rapids, Michigan. I've never heard of it before. That glass piece was definitely something to do with the inhaler. I've got a couple more pieces in here. Some kind of amber bottle. Maybe a prescription. Okay. Haas German Liniment, Goodrich and Jennings, Anoka, Minnesota. I've dug a bunch of these, a few different sizes. Looks like it's a tooled top. Maybe one of these will be embossed. Let's see. I think it's intact. Huh. It's a Blake style prescription bottle. No embossing on it. There's still some contents inside. This might predate some of the stuff in the pit. It looks pre-1900 anyway. Another, what seems to be a prescription bottle. What's this? Another kind of tool, maybe old pliers. Looks like the top part broke and they discarded it. Now is it embossed? Oh, well, it's a newer style. I'd put this at 1908 to 1916. It's got the reinforced lip. It's a prescription bottle. The final corner, it's like there's a couple pieces in here. Wow, some kind of serving spoon or something. It's a kind of a cheaply made piece. I don't know if it was silver plated or anything like that. It actually looks like it may have been enamelware. Huh. Spout off of a tea kettle. It's kind of heavy. And a tooled top eagle style flask. This pit's done. Here's the haul. I'm worn out. This was a long day. Finds weren't too bad though. Got some beer bottles, whiskey bottles, a ketchup, those prescriptions, including that one from Menominee, Wisconsin, some spoons, a jar, sewing machine oil, cold cream container, some extracts, medicines, and those sodas. All in all, it was a good dig. We'll get this thing filled back in and hit the road.